Hi, ladies and dudes, and welcome back for my part 2 event of the reason why we gotta get this Taken, the TV series, fixed. And most of all, like I said, it needs to be canon-wise. It needs to take place in the Taken movie films, and not the ones that they made up. So, anyway, let's head on to part 2. And here's my old buddy Pumbaa. You better thank Pumbaa for the warning thing that he did for all of you yesterday. That man, he's our hero. Alright, let's finish off this list of mine. Okay, for number 3 is I do have some mixed feelings about the show. And it has to be the cost. You know, every single one of them. Well, except for the young man who played Brian Mills and one of Brian Mills' team members, truly the best parts about the show. And the one who plays Sasha, horrible, terrible, she needs to get out of that TV series right now. And don't play Brian Mills' love interest no more. It doesn't make sense to the story at all. Okay, about the cause, about the people who play Brian Mills' crew, I will say, they were okay. I will say they're not that great, not that terrible, but Well, like, all I could say, there was one dude who played Scott. He's not all that bad, even if this Scott guy might be our Sam. At least they got the shorty part right, and since Sam is a shorty. But yeah, I'm not sure about the cost. I'm not sure if we want to keep them or no. It's a 50-50, and I do have a 50-50% feeling about that Jennifer Beals' character named Christine Hart. I will say she's an okay character, but not that great, not that terrible, but She's a pretty decent leader. I know she's a tough cookie, I'll give her that. And most of all, she has a brain tumor. Well, something happened to her brain. Well, if you guys get the picture. So yeah, all I could say about the cast, I have mixed feelings. That's the only mixed feelings that I found. And finally, the most important thing of all is number 4. What kind of parts that they need to put on the show where it can make some very good sense. And we gotta find a way to get Brian Mills' real origin story fixed. And most of all, ladies and dudes, this is the most important thing that we all want to know. We need to know about Brian Mills' real past. And I mean the real past that needs to come from in the late 20th century. And I think I know what type of year it should have took place. It needs to take place in the frickin' 80s. And this is why I need to bring the 80s props to prove it. This is the reason why it needs to be fixed. We need to get some important points of the origin story of Taken that needs to take place in the frickin' 80s. Like VHSs, you know, tape cassettes. I love Who Framed Roger Rabbit. I would love to see if somebody watch Who Framed Roger Rabbit in the Taken TV series. Or, oh well, actually, it's a movie. I love Who Framed Roger Rabbit. That's one of my favorite movies of all time. And yeah, our beloved TV series of Alf. I wonder who will ever watch Alf. That will be pretty darn cool. And some of the old classic Disney films that didn't do so well at the box office, like The Poor Black Cauldron and The Great Mouse Detective. I remember The Great Mouse Detective that has some good positive views. So yeah, the most important thing about the Taken TV series is we need the 80s props. Like radios, VHS tapes, old classic movies, TV shows, and the old lady saying, "Where's the beef?" We need that. And I think for, about Brian Mills' storyline, taking place in the real past, it needs to take place from the 80s to the early 2000s. And since we need to find a way to make the origin story makes more sense and stay faithful to the character that we all know and love from our old great and mighty Liam Neeson. And speaking of the old great and mighty Liam Neeson, I will still imagine him if he still plays Brian Mills right now as a young man. Somewhere around his 30s. He's good looking, charming, handsome. Maybe I should take that back. Maybe somewhere around his half of his 20s. Maybe the half of his 20s should work since he's like in his 50s in the 2000 area. So yeah, I think him and his around his half 20s might work. And also we need to get to know a half of his origin stories about when did he get to know Sam, Casey, and Bernie, how did they become friends, become good buddies, and they had a special bond of brotherhood. And I would like to see a great relationship between him and Lenny, how they first met, how they began to fall in love, and they got married, and they gave birth to Kim, and also the reason why they got divorced in the first place. Yeah, I remembered in Taken 2, Kim did explain to her father about the day when he and her, when Brian Lane met. They only know a little bit details for it, Well, watch Taken 2 and you'll know what I mean. Let's see, what else do I have in the list? Oh yeah, most of all, how about a part where Brian Mills had a master back then? And since, as for me, I did imagine back in 2013 what will happen if Brian Mills did have a master back in his past, the one who is responsible for teaching him how to use particular set of skills and teach him how to become one of the most deadliest assassin dudes of all time. Well, back then when I got to know Taken 1, I got to know Brian Mills as a very powerful, deadly assassin. Not a secret spy agent dude, who do spying things here and there. So yeah, this is what Taken, the TV series, should have been about. The real origin story of Brian Mills' past. And I want Brian Mills' origin story to take place in the 80s. So around in his 20s, the day when he got to know Sam, Casey, and Bernie, how did they become friends and all that stuff, and getting to know his relationship with his true love, Lenny, the only person that he ever cared about, his one and true love, and not that Sasha whore. And also the time when he got to know his master, my Taken made-up character, Benjamin Williams, and also teaching him these deadly arts, a particular set of skills. Now, this is something that's missing from the Taken TV series, and this is the reason why that the Taken TV series needs to be canon-wise and stay faithful to the original source material of all three of the films. Well, as for the mixed feelings of Taken 3, if you guys get the picture. And that's it. That's my whole entire details of the reason why we gotta get Taken, the TV series, fixed. I hope you enjoyed this very important quick video I did in two-part event. So, tell me, ladies and dudes, what is the most important thing that has to be fixed for the Taken, the TV series, and maybe we can get this TV series fixed and try to make it better than before. something that we gotta get rid of, something we gotta keep, or you have mixed feelings about it, or something that has to be added so that way the TV series can make more sense than ever. Well, whichever it is, leave a comment there and let me know. And join me next time as I return to more anime reviews. And this one is also from the 80s as well. So for my next anime review is Megazone 2-3, Part 1. So, be prepared for my next videos to come, and I'll see you all later. Sayonara.